In the last video, we went through setting up Droid on a VPS server using an SSH key pair, which allowed us to connect to the VPS server. In my SSH folder on my Mac, if I list out the files here, we can see the example pub. This is the public key that we added to the VPS server. And the private key here is what we send to the server so that it can verify that these two are a pair. In this video, we're going to set up an app on our phone to allow us to connect to the VPS. We're going to be using Termius, which is a free or paid app, which will allow us to connect to our VPS server. To do that, we need the private key. So I'm going to run a command, and this will copy the private key to my clipboard. And now on my phone, we can create a new host. So we're going to give this a label and call this example. We need to give it an IP address of the server, which was 5.161.50.156. We're going to use SSH, and we're going to use a key. I'm going to call this example. We'll paste the private key, save it, and head back. The username for this is root. We'll select our key for the password. And as you can see, we are now loaded into the server. It's given me some instructions on how I can tab by double tapping. I can hold space and drag to move the cursor around, and I can do a long press and drag for arrow keys. We are now in here. We have the ability to ask AI, but we can run an ls command here. So we can see where we are. We can do a print working directory. We could do nano index.html. And we can view that Hello World demo app that we set up in the last video. We can do Control X and N to exit that. And importantly, we can type Droid. Download an update. And now I can chat with Droid on my phone, on my server, and I could ask it anything I wanted to ask it. So I could say, can you update the index.html file to be a full link in bio landing page? And now the agent, which in this case is GLM 4.6, is going to go and read that file. It's going to access it and make the changes that we need. And now we can scroll back here and see that we have a new landing page for somebody called John Doe, which is a link in bio tool. Then I could ask it questions like, will this load immediately? And because it's a single HTML file that doesn't need to be rebuilt, it should load. But if we see here, it doesn't actually load, it just still has the hello world. So now we can ask it if we need to reload Nginx. Okay, it's now refreshed the Docker container. So if we hit refresh on the page now, we have a John Doe link in bio. And this has been done on my phone. I could be at the doctor's, I could be on the bus, on the train. I can do this from anywhere. And now I can customize this page and start working on it from my phone by just accessing the VPS server through my Termius app. So I can ask it, can you change this to a more minimal and clean layout, focusing on typography and white space? It's now redesigned it, reloaded the Docker, which the index file was stored in. And if I refresh on my browser, we now have a very minimal and clean link in bio instead, which is pretty cool. So there you go. That's how you can get Droid working on a VPS and access it on your phone from anywhere using Terminus. Give it a try and let me know what you think. To exit now, I just press Control C, Control C.